I love your country. You have to say that. I love your country. Yep, okay. I love your country. No notes. No notes. Everything seems, well... No notes. One note, just one note. But it's very, very small. Everything else is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. My only note, and it's a very small one, and I'm sure this is cultural. I don't understand your restroom situation. Now, call me old-fashioned, but I don't want to see you taking a shit. I don't understand why your stall doors cover the torso, but nothing else. So you can see dick and balls and poo and face, but not the chest, because that would be disgusting. No, you're right. And if that's not enough, don't panic, because there is also always a giant vertical gap all the way down, so you definitely get to see everything. Every restroom I walk in, I'm making eye contact with a man straining. Oh, you all right, mate? Looks like you need more fibre. You okay? And very occasionally, you get lucky and you get those restrooms where it's like a room and it has walls and a door, but those toilets always have a lock that's just a button that you press, and you have no idea if that now means it's locked. And the toilet is always so far away. And you're always like, is it safe? Is it safe? And the only way to check if it is locked is to unlock it, so... It's either permanently locked or permanently unlocked. It's like trying to do Schrodinger's shit. In England, when we need a number 2, we go inside a bank vault in a submarine under the River Thames. As Winston Churchill intended. Just a warning, this next thing I'm going to say is the most controversial thing I'm going to say tonight. So just strap in, like, we'll get through this bit and then it's easy from here on out, all right? But look, I'm going to say this because I do actually think it's important to speak your truth. And I don't want to pretend I'm something I'm not anymore. So I'm just going to say it, then it's been said, okay? I love musicals, all right? I love musicals. I'm not going to pretend I don't anymore. I do actually love musicals. I love musicals, but I hate plays. Plays are boring, and you all know it. Once you've enjoyed a musical, very difficult to get back to a play. Once you've experienced the majesty of defying gravity, very difficult to get anything out of to be or not to be. You're talking, plays are boring. Plays are boring, and anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you and themselves. Chekhov can fuck off. And Shakespeare? Why are we still talking about this cunt? I went to see Romeo and Juliet. It is an exact rip-off of West Side Story. You think I'm not going to notice because you took the clicking out, William? Come on. And if Shakespeare is such a genius writer, let's talk about the plotting of Romeo and Juliet. First 2 acts, fine. Star-crossed lovers, fine. Then what happens is Juliet says, I want to marry Romeo. Her dad says no, and he locks her in a bedroom with a priest and a nurse. Okay. She says, what will I do? The priest says, I've got an idea. Never a good sign when a priest says to a child, I have an idea. He says, I got this poison. I haven't really tried it, but I'm pretty sure if you take it, you'll be dead for 48 hours. They'll have a funeral, they'll mourn you, they'll leave you in a crypt, and then in 2 days, Romeo can come along, you'll wake up, and you two can run off. If Shakespeare is such a good writer, the next line should be Juliet saying, does anyone have any other ideas? That sounds fucking mental. No, Juliet, it's always the most obvious thing. It's got to be the 48-hour poison thing. Can we not just sneak out the back? No, sorry, it's got to be the old 48-hour poison. What, you're saying they'll have a funeral? Yeah, what if they cremate me? You're overthinking it, Juliet. I went to see Hamlet or Macbeth, couldn't tell you which. I went to see Hamlet or Macbeth, couldn't tell you which, they're both gibberish, right? This is how low people's bar was for entertainment. In the middle of Hamlet or Macbeth, doesn't matter which. In the middle of Hamlet or Macbeth, one of the characters says this, well, yes, as the hare, the lion, and people laughed. I was fucking fuming. I was stalking the air. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This is seriously doing it for you? I said, take yourself to an open mic comedy night, listen to someone ask where the Peruvians are at, it'll blow the brains out of your head. And look, I am well aware that one day I will do a play and this clip will be used against me. But let me be very clear, I never said it isn't fun to do a play, it's really fun to do a play, it's just boring to watch them. Please come see my play. I hate plays, but I love musicals. Because a musical is like a play where stuff happens. As much as I love a musical, and I do love a musical, I could never be in a musical. And it's not because I can't sing or dance, I can't. It's more because, as much as I love a musical, I could never do the face that every actor has to do at the start of every musical without wanting to, you know, self-harm. Since we're filming this, I will try it for you, right? I'm going to try the face. Now, you've all seen a musical, right? Some are silly, some are difficult, some are deep, some are frivolous. All musicals begin with an actor coming on stage doing this face. New York City, I made it! Fuck it, I've been sick of it now. All right, we are now at the relationship section of the show. Everybody else is perfect, I wouldn't change a thing. And it's a very small note, and I'm sure it's cultural. As wonderful as it is here, and it is truly wonderful, I think, if we're honest, sometimes it does feel a bit edgy. Like, I don't always feel safe. And I had this experience in New York. I'm sure you'll be able to relate to this. It was a few days ago, right? I was out with a friend. It was about 12:30 at night, and I said goodbye, and I got the subway back to my hotel. And the subway was really packed, it was really busy. And the train I was on pulled into a station, and everyone got off my carriage except for me and one other person. And as the doors closed, I had the overwhelming urge to turn to that person and go, I'm gonna fucking kill you now. I mean, I didn't, but I felt it, and it was powerful. I thought maybe I've been here too long. This next bit I don't actually have a segue for, so I'll just take a pause. What's that? My biceps? Oh yeah, I've been working out, but well, I have to because I've got to hold this for so long. Yeah. Oh, we can talk about it if you want. All right, yeah, I go to the gym. I go to the gym. Sorry about her. Yeah, I go to the gym. I'll talk about it. Fine. I go to the gym. I go to the gym regularly. I go to the gym for spiritual reasons, actually. I go because I would like to look good naked. But truthfully, the gym that I go to, I don't actually like this gym. I sort of hate it. I only go to it because it's the nearest one. But it's a real sort of testosterone-y gym, if that's not a pizza. It's like a real sort of testosterone and cheese deep dish gym. You know what I mean? Like, it's always sort of men just fucking standing around, fucking moody, staring at each other. And all I ever want to use is the weights machine, and there'll always be someone on it for hours, and eventually I'll be like, can I jump in on that? And they'll be like, fuck off, and I'll be like, yeah, cool. I'll just keep doing body weight squats. But something happened the other day at the gym. This is completely true, and this just shows you the power of music. Now, I don't know if this was an accident, if someone did this deliberately, or the playlist was just on random shuffle. But the song that was playing in the gym was this. Everyone fucking menacing, staring each other out, lifting weights, looking fucking moody. And then the next song came on, and it was this.
Yesterday.
And everything changed. I don't know if you've ever seen a man lift weights wistfully. It's a thing. Man doing push-ups started weeping. Man on the treadmill stopped doing hill sprints and started looking within. And then the man by the weights machine came over to me and he went, "Sorry I've been so aggressive, bro. I think it's because my mum didn't give me enough attention as a child." I said, "I get that." He said, "Do you want to use the weights?" I said, "Let's use them together." Lovely. True story, word for word. I guess the real weights were the friends we made along the way. I did actually end up making friends with one of these guys. You know this, there's a thing with men who work out at the gym, there's a bit I must miss when people work out too much, between where it sort of goes big, bigger, pyramid. You know what I mean? Like sort of big, bigger, human Toblerone. And I made friends with one of these Toblerone guys, right? And we used to chat a bit after a workout, and then he disappeared for a few months, didn't see him. Then he came back, and I was like, "Where have you been?" And it turned out he had taken himself to China to train to become like a Shaolin warrior or something. And he came back, I said, "How was it?" He said, "Yeah, it was fucking amazing, actually. They used to wake us at 3 in the morning and beat us with sacks." I said, "That sounds incredible." And he said, "I can kick really high now." And I was like, "Oh, cool." I said, "How high can you kick?" And he said, "I could kick you in the fucking head." I was like, "Oh." Interesting unit of measurement. But he told me something that I completely believed. He told me that because he'd done this training, now, if he was ever in a bar or anywhere and someone were to start a fight with him, that now, legally, he had to say 3 times that he was a lethal weapon before he could engage in combat. Nothing would escalate a fight quicker than someone saying, "I'm a lethal weapon." What's that? Did you hear me? Oh yeah, we all heard you. Well, listen again. I'm a lethal weapon.